Howdy. A bit shiny, a bit of sun. It's kind of just the light. Hope you're recovered from your hangovers. Sort of Mexican standoff to end all Mexican standoffs once. It was a ding-dong battle. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was only 1 versus 1. Still a good one, though. I've said it a few times now. I feel like the Mexican food of video posting freedom fighters. I've been doing these videos for 3 years. It's been saying kind of the same thing over and over again. And I'll keep saying it. And the message hasn't deviated. Same thing. And when I say that, I mean tacos are kind of the same ingredients as the enchiladas, which are the same ingredients as the tortillas. It's all the same ingredients, just in different shapes. I just keep saying the same thing over and over, just in different shapes, and I'll continue to, because we're building numbers, and we are in the Mexican standoff to end all Mexican standoffs. Because that's what this comes down to. We don't have to do anything, really. And don't get me wrong, we have to do a lot to do nothing, to hold the line, to be soldiers, Mexicans, in the Mexican standoff to end all Mexican standoffs. Might cost a lot, but it's kind of nothing, because everything they're trying to control right now is already ours. The decentralised monetary system is already in our hands through the blockchain. They're just trying to create their own blockchain and centralise the decentralisation, but it's already ours to lose. Same with health. They've weaponised the health system. Alternative health therapies just come more and more to the fore. I grew up with an applied kinesiologist for a dad. I still swear by it. Go there all the time. That's still, every time I go there, they've done different courses and different seminars and learnt different things. Alternative therapies and the link between emotional stuff and illnesses, particularly cancer and whatever else can treat it, is just coming more to the fore. Too transparent. They're just trying to control it. We already control it. Freedom. They're trying to control freedom. You can't cage freedom. Freedom's freedom. That's why we don't fight for our freedom. You can't fight for your freedom. You just go be free. You just go be free. It's ours to lose. Everything that they're trying to control, it's already ours. Technology, decentralisation and the connection that comes through technology, it's already ours. They're trying to control it. It's already in your hand. You're already watching it. Spirituality, all of this stuff that they're trying to drive us away from is only going to drive us closer to it. It's already ours. It's already working. This doesn't work. The truth, you can't control the truth. The truth can't be manipulated. The truth can't be controlled. The truth's the truth. God damn it. It's already ours. The truth's already there. So all we've got to do is sort of do nothing. In a way. Hardest thing we're going to ever do for a lot of us. They're just trying to control something. If a vampire's going to try to suck your blood, you don't just hold out your neck, do you? Hey. You don't move. And vampires, that's all they feed off. And they'll try to feed off us however they can. They want riots. They want us to riot. They want us to splinter off and hate each other. And they'll achieve a bit of it. But eventually, it's pretty obvious already that we're not the problem. We might hate each other for a little bit and cause a bit of shit, but they're going to polarise everybody with this stuff. They're the only winners in this great reset, in these agendas. They're going to polarise everybody. We might yell at each other a bit and they go, well, you're not the reason my kids can't eat. It's this prick. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. And we don't have to move. We don't have to do anything. It's a vortex, this shit. Look what the Taliban's doing at the moment. They've banned women from universities again. So there's going to be no women to be doctors, to be able to treat the women that they're relying on to have their own kids. So, it's whole thing. What I was talking about the other day, like Pol Pot killed everybody in the country that could build a dam or be a doctor or do accounts, and then the country fell apart. Stalin created such a paranoid society that he was paranoid, that he killed all his inner circle, and that fell apart. This whole energy just doesn't work. It just eats itself. Even the monetary system that they've created. So we've got these billionaires who own everything, and they're relying on their money, which is monopoly money, that they're crashing So they're billionaires on their own monopoly money that they're crashing to crash their own thing that they're trying to build on. So it just eats itself. The foundation that they've created is the rug that they're pulling from underneath themselves. These people are crazy. This energy never works. So we're just Mexicans. Big shout out to all my Mexican mates. Legends. Love you guys. And where is dinner Mexican standard? We don't buy their shitbox electric cars. We don't pay for their shitbox overpriced energy. We don't eat their crappy bug food. If they flood us out, then we just clean the mud out of our houses and we move back in. We don't get bored out. And don't get me wrong, I know how big what I'm talking about is. When I say it's the Mexican standoff to end all Mexican standoffs, it's the Mexican standoff to end all Mexican standoffs. This is going to be hard, but we just stand staunch. We just hold the line. It's all we can do. It's all we need to do. It's this revolutions. All of the revolutions have been evolution, really, when you think about it. The machination that came with the industrial revolutions and the farming techniques, all been evolution. This one's not. Who wants this shit? It's being forced. It's people who are playing God, who got a bit too big for their boots, trying to force something that nobody really wants. And it's already ours to lose. We already own our technology. All of these new life-changing, world-changing inventions already exist. These batteries that actually work, that last for 1,000 years, they already exist. The perpetual motion that from magnet technology already exists. Being able to control gravity already exists. It's already ours. This is a David versus Goliath battle. We're fucking Goliath. It's like that dickhead in the end of Wizard of Oz. All it was just a little dickhead sitting there behind a curtain. They're smoke and mirrors. We're Goliath. They're David. No one wants this shit. And not even the industrial revolutions, but the actual revolutions. Look at the French Revolution. Everyone just went, you know what? Fuck off, you fat frog French fucks. You king and queen pieces of shit. You got too greedy, you played too big a card, and they got overthrown and they all got killed. Look at the Haitian Revolution. That changed everything. That changed slavery all over the world. The pimple just popped. Those Haitians just went, you know what? It was French again. Fuck you guys. So they just killed all the French colonisers, took all the land, and then the British shut themselves. They got out of the Caribbean eventually. So did the Spanish. Changed everything forever. So we're seeing those both at the same time. This is our tech revolution. And we're seeing the French Revolution all over again. They're rich people. They're just too rich. They're too big for their boots. The people are rising. Look out. This has got to be a Mexican. It's just a handful of crazy people with their toy money and a Commodore 64. That's all this tech is for them in relation to us. The human spirit is infinite. The human spirit is rising. Don't care how powerful the AI is. We are AI's God. We created it. We are the revolution. Not the AI. We control the AI. We use it. And don't get me wrong, it's a part of all of us. One day there'll be people walking around with robots for hands and stuff. We're not fighting total technology at all, ever. We're just fighting to create the good bits of it and own them rather than let people pivot off them who aren't qualified to handle the power, because they're not and they're crazy. David Verskell, a bunch of rich, weird pricks with pasty faces. Please, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, just wanted to say Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Good for you. The Pope died. They've been evil pricks for a long time, haven't they? I mean, I've got lots of Christian mates and good for them, and there seems to be a big disparity between true Christian and what Jesus stood for and what it's become and who's compromised that. But I do remember that. You remember that old Pope? He was like in the 90s. I forget his name. It's that sort of old skinny guy. He said something once that I'll always remember. It stood with me forever. He said, you couldn't understand that guy. Classic. Anyway, love you all. Ciao, ciao.